Hi, everybody. I'm Amy Curtis. I'm the science librarian, and I was supposed to give you guys library instruction related to your fun theory project. So I'm going to create a couple short videos that will go over the instruction you would have received and show you how to get additional help once you start your research if you need it. Um, so I typically work at Joyner Library. Things are a little bit different since everything's all online at the moment, but I will show you different ways that you can get in contact with me or other librarians and how we can assist you digitally. So first, for this video, I'm just going to go over a basic overview of searching in databases. So this might be a review for some of you. Um, Hopefully it will be, but just some basic research strategies that should help you. So first you want to think about keywords related to your topic. Um, if you don't have prior experience with database searching, it's different than searching for something in Google, where you might type out a full sentence or phrase or question. The database only needs the really important words. And sometimes you have to think of other ways to say those words because they're not going to guess for you. So I would tell you to think about your topic and either write out on a piece of paper or type up in a document, however you best organize information, keywords or the main points of what you want to research. So this is a little bit different than the project you're going to be working on, but I wanted to pick a really simple example for you guys to go over. If this was my research topic, the main points of what I want to research would be smoking, depression, and teenagers. So rather than typing out this entire sentence in a database, which is just going to confuse everything and not give me what I want to find, I would want to pick up smoking, depression, and teenagers and literally write that out on a piece of paper or type it up, and think of other ways to say those terms. So these could be synonyms or these could be similar words. Um, for example, for smoking, it might be smoking or vaping or juuling or e-cigarettes or nicotine or tobacco or marijuana or pot. There are all these different terms that could fall under that umbrella of smoking as a category, right? Um, for teenagers, it might be students. If it's a research article written by older professionals, it might be adolescents or children, even. So think of different contexts and how they may refer to different topics. Um, Especially as you look at research articles, these may be more jargony or specific, detailed terms that you might not use in common conversation, or they may be more broad and general terms. So anything that you think of on your own, jot that down and keep it, or type it up. And as you start your research, you should encounter additional keywords. And I'll show you how to do that, so don't worry about it. But I would just keep a running list of those because you're going to have to search more than once. Searching with research is more like a scavenger hunt. There's no one correct way to get all the information. So that could be frustrating if you just want it immediately. But if you go into the research process knowing that you're going to have to do a couple different searches, and just keep track of what you search and what you type in exactly, so you can do those different searches and don't lose track of what you did to find what you found originally. Because you might think you remember, but if you use multiple databases and multiple searches, it's easy to lose track of that kind of thing. Okay, so this is really important too. These different words are called Boolean operators. So and or are different words that you're going to use when you search in the databases. And is going to narrow your search. So that's what you use to connect different points of your topic. So with the sample we just looked at, I might search smoking and teenagers. I could also put and depression. And in that instance, it would only give me articles that have all three of those things. Or is going to broaden your search or give you additional articles. The really important thing to remember when you use or is you're only going to use that with words in that same column. So smoking or vaping or tobacco or nicotine or e-cigarettes. You would never do smoking or teenagers because that's not going to give you the results that you want. So just the really important thing to remember when you use or in the databases, only with that same similar phrase of that one part of the topic, okay? And you're gonna put parentheses around it, kind of like a math equation. And I'll show you how to do that too. But just so the database knows exactly what it's searching and keeping together. You can use the Boolean operator not, but it may exclude important articles. So I would use that sparingly. Just be careful. Don't throw that in everywhere because it might be discarding articles that could be helpful for you. Another thing to point out, if you use quotation marks, that's for an exact phrase that you want to search. This is a really useful tool, but again, just be aware of how you're using it and be careful using it. You don't want to use it probably for like more than 4 words because if it's not phrased exactly how you typed it in, it's not going to come up. So again, you might be excluding really important, relevant information and research that you want to look at. But it could be helpful if you're searching, say, information on the Cold War, and you want to search for that exact phrase all together. You don't want things that just say cold and things that just say war, because then you're going to get a whole bunch of different stuff not related to your topic, right? But using quotation marks appropriately to search for an exact phrase of something 2 or 3 words is a good tool to know about. So just to visually show you how these different Boolean operators work, or is going to expand your search, give you more results. If we did smoking or nicotine, we're going to find articles about smoking, articles about nicotine, and articles about both. Okay? Only with those synonymous or related terms in that same category of your topic. And is going to bring those different topic areas together and narrow your search. So in this instance, I would only have articles that have both smoking and teenagers, okay? Just that middle portion. Not is going to exclude the category and use that sparingly and purposefully. So just to extrapolate a little bit more what I've been talking through so you can visually see this, I'm going to use the parentheses to keep the similar terms that I use an or in between, right? So smoking or tobacco or nicotine, and depression or sadness or mood, and teenagers or teens or adolescents. Okay, I'm also going to send you a video link for a very short video just going over what scholarly articles are and what they're not. So take a minute to view that, and if you have any questions, let me know. Other words that you might see referring to scholarly articles could be peer-reviewed or academic or refereed. It all means the same thing. So it means a panel of experts has gone over this research and said that they agree with it. It's a higher level of credibility and rigor. Experts in the field write these articles, and other experts in the field pretty much check their work. It gives their research a higher level of credibility in the field. So it's just a good thing to look for. And for your particular project, you're going to find at least 3 scholarly sources. So just be aware that it may say peer-reviewed or academic or refereed or scholarly, but it all means a similar thing in this instance, okay? Okay, so you might want to pause really quickly. I'm going to show you this in a different video, but just to go over what this means because I'm running out of time for this particular video. Different places you guys might want to look to find resources for your fun theory project. The Joiner Library OneSearch is going to be on the main library homepage, just that search bar. It's kind of like our version of Google, where it's going to pull from a bunch of different databases and different areas all over to give you content. It's a good place to start research. Google Scholar, you want to go through the main library homepage to access that too, and I'll show you how to do that and why in another video. And then different databases that might be of interest to you. PubMed, which I'll go over for you. The other two, Scopus and PsycInfo, I'll show you how to access them. I may or may not make a video about those in particular, but just kind of pause and jot these down, and I'll show you how to access them in a minute. Really quickly, with my last few minutes on this video though, I want to show you where to go if you want help, okay? So I'm going to exit out of this PowerPoint really quick. So just the main library homepage, library.ecu.edu. If you scroll down here and click on this Ask a Librarian link, it's going to give you a whole bunch of different options to contact someone from Joiner Library. So you can do a chat option, like an instant messaging. You can call the reference desk. You can text the reference desk here. You can email a question, or you can do a consultation that says book a librarian. So what that's saying, even though we're all virtual right now, you can still do this option, and you can do this for any class as often as you would like. You click on book a librarian here. It's basically me or one of the other librarians giving you 30 minutes dedicated research assistance. Some people use them for group projects just as a way to get together and talk and have a librarian to help them if they need it, or if you just need a little bit of extra individual assistance, or you're not sure where to search or how to search, anything related to research, please do this. You pick a date and time that works for you, and then you'll fill out a short form. So name, ECU email, give us a little bit of information so we can prepare to help you. So while we're not doing in-person consultations right now, we can do either phone, WebEx, video conference options, or just an email consultation. But basically, it's just saying we're giving you at least 30 minutes of dedicated assistance, okay? And we do have limited hours for the reference desk right now, just because of everything happening. So just so you're aware, we're open and ready to help you with any of those different ways. Monday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday, we'll be available from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday is 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then Sunday is 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if there is a delay in answering your email, it might be outside of those hours, but we'll get back to you as soon as we get back to the reference desk. Okay? And that's it for this video.